Okay, so let us start with new chapter, cash and marketable securities management. This is our unit 2, third chapter. As we are done with unit number 1, that is, there were two chapters, working capital management and working capital financing. So both we have done. In working capital management, it was net working capital requirement, calculation of net working capital requirement. And in working capital financing, it was a NPBF method. So we have done all the sums related to management and financing, both. Okay. Um, yes, we have, wait, just a minute. It's very easy chapter. First, we need to understand the format for cash budget. Now, first of all, this is the chapter of cash budget. See, cash management. The whole chapter speaks about cash management, how to manage your cash. So in that, the most important part is cash budget. So this is our third chapter, cash and marketable securities management. So I hope you know what is cash, how to manage cash through cash budget. So we are going to understand cash budget and its format. So what do you mean by budget? Can anyone tell me what do you mean by budget? Hmm? What do you mean by budget? Budget means estimation of future incomes and
Revenue
expenses. Yeah, it is future.
expenses.
Yeah, you are going to incur in the future expenses and you're going to earn in the future incomes. So you're going to estimate it today that in the future I'm going to earn this much income and I'm going to invest this much in the future and I'm going to spend this much in the future. So budget means budget is future expenditure, estimation of future expenditure and future incomes. Okay. Now cash budget means what? What? You must be knowing cash is life blood of the business. Means without cash, you will not be able to run your business. You will not be able to invest in the business and you will not be able to uh, manufacture the product. So if you're not able to manufacture, you are not able to purchase the raw material if cash is not there. So how will you, if you're not able to purchase raw material, how will you be able to manufacture it? If you're not able to manufacture, how will you be able to sell it in the market? If you're not able to sell it in the market, you will not be able to earn profits. So no profits means no business. So to have cash means to have business. To have cash means to run the business smoothly. To be able to run the business smoothly. Only because you have cash, you are able to earn the profits for the future business. Only because you have cash, you are able to expand your business. Okay, so everything depends on cash. Even a small thing that you want to invest in your business, you need cash. You want to purchase plant and machinery to manufacture products, you want cash. You want to set up an office for your employees to sit there and work for your office, for your business. So you need to set up an office, you need to purchase furniture, you need to purchase computers, you need to purchase air condition, fan, and then you need to purchase refrigerator, and you need to purchase micro oven, everything for employees. Okay. So for that also you need cash. Okay. So for every step in the business to be invested, you need cash. Any step that you want to do, any step you want to take to expand business, any step you want to take to earn the profits from the business, Any step you want to take to increase the manufacturing, increase the production level for your business, you need cash. Therefore, you need to think how to manage this particular aspect, very important aspect, which is known as cash. Okay. And if suppose you have a suppose you have a huge balance of cash in a month. Now you will start spending somewhere. You will purchase raw material and you will pay it to the creditors. You will appoint laborers so that they are helpful to manufacture your products, and you will have to pay them wages. So that paying wages is also an expense, no? After purchasing raw material, you will have to purchase many other things that are related to raw material. Like if you are purchasing, if you are producing, manufacturing t-shirts and shirts. So on shirts, you will have to put buttons. So that you need to purchase. So there are many things that are related to raw material that you need to purchase, extra expenses. That also expense, that is also an expense that you have to incur. Okay, so there are so many expenses a businessman has to incur for producing one type of product. There are so many expenses. So for every expense you need cash. For everything you need cash. If you want to purchase anything, you need cash. Even if you want to sell the product, you need to advertise. So for that also you need cash. मतलब सिर्फ खरीदने के लिए, not only for purchasing but also for selling the product, you need cash. So for selling, you need to transport your goods from one place to another. Transportation expenses, delivery expenses. You need to take vehicle, you need to take car, you need to take truck, you need to buy truck in which goods will be loaded and will be transported from one place to another. Therefore, you need cash for that. To purchase vehicle, you need cash. Now you purchased vehicle, that's enough? No, you need to put petrol or diesel in that uh, uh, particular truck or vehicle. So again an expense, again cash. So again you have to, that's enough if you have a petrol, diesel and car? No, you need driver. You need a driver to drive the car, drive the truck, and transport goods from one warehouse to another, from our warehouse to our customer. Are you getting my points?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. So in every step you need cash. So therefore cash management is very important for a businessman. If he does not if he does not manage his cash properly, then he fails to run his business properly. Okay. Therefore, to manage cash, you need to budget out. You need to think out. You need to see whether whether for how many months do I need to spend this much, and whether how many months it will take to earn this much as profit, and how much do I need to keep cash for the future, and for how many months do I need to keep this much cash for the future. So these all things are need to be budgeted. Okay, so there is a format related to pro forma means formats. So we are going to study the format which is related to cash budget. Now, usually what happens, 90% businessman, 90% business owners opt for monthly cash budget, monthly. Now you can make weekly also, you can make daily cash budget also, but making daily cash budget will be too much. It will be burden on a owner. Therefore, he takes monthly cash budget as his budget system. Okay, he plans that if I start from January, so after end of the fourth month, how much cash will be available with me? How much cash will be available with me? So therefore, you need to budget out. and therefore this is the format that you need to follow. Very, very, very simple format. Very simple. Cash budget for the period from suppose January to June, 6 months. From suppose April, May, June, July. So April to July, 4 months. Okay. So suppose figures are in lakhs. So here you will write all figures in lakhs, all figures in crores, all figures in thousands. Suppose. So suppose if you are writing zeros here, so no need to write figures in lakhs, figures in thousands here. Okay. Now come to the format of, of, of how you have to make the columns, particulars, and then you have to make amounts column. How many amounts column? Inner and outer? No. How many amounts column? How many? The
4.
number of the amounts column will depend on the question. You have to read out the question first. And you have to check what he is asking in the question. And for how many months he is asking to make the cash budget. Suppose he is asking from April to July. So how many months? April, May, June, and July. So how many months?
4.
4 months. So you will make 4 months ka amount column. Amount column will be divided for 4 months. And then suppose if he is asking you in the question for from April to December. So how many months? 9 months. Leave out January, February, March. So from April to December, it is 9 months, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So how many columns of amount you will be making? 9. And 1
9.
column will be particulars. That means 10 columns. But usually so lengthy sums will not be asked in the question paper because already the time is not available to the students as much as you have a lengthy question paper with you. So hopefully 10 columns will not be made. Don't worry. I was just trying to explain you. Okay, so please don't worry about the lengthy columns. Number of columns. Maximum 3 or 4 months will be asked. Maximum. Sometimes 3 months, sometimes 4 months. If at all a lengthy problem is there, then 5 months. Not more than that. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Sometimes what happens, 6 months ka information is given in the question from January to June. The information is given from January to June. But at the end of the question, there is a statement. Prepare cash budget for first 4 months. Prepare cash budget for first 4 months. Means first 4 months means January, February, March, April. But the information is given about 6 months. So sometimes that is also in the question. So you guys don't have to make sure that you guys have to make sure that what are they asking. Okay. So how many months you have to make, it will be given in the question. If at all it is not given in the question, then all 6 months will be made. Is it now clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Let us start with the format. So how many columns? Particulars. So it is particulars, and the number of months will be it will be asked in the question. So no need to get confused. Suppose you are asked for 4 months, January, February, March, April. In between, they can ask in between also, September, October, November, December. That way also is possible. Huh? Don't think that in the sequence they will ask. I mean, sequence will be there. After September, it will be October only. Because after September, month number 2 is October only. And then month number 3 is November only. That sequence will be there. But starting with January is not compulsory. That you have to read out the question. They may start from April. They may start from September. So you have to check what are they asking from you. Okay. So the format we start is from opening balance. Always remember. Always remember. you should have the cash balance with you to start up the business in month 1. Suppose the month 1 is April. Now, if you don't have any cash, how will you start your business? To start up the business, you need cash. No. Even to start the business, you need cash. Cash is very, very, very important. Life blood of the business. If you don't have blood in your body,
Capital.
yeah, this life blood capital is known as lifeblood of the business. So capital is nothing but my cash. Okay, capital is invested in business, no, in the form of cash. So that is also known as capital. Therefore, you should have something in the opening balance. Opening means beginning of the month. Closing means down, down. Look at the last line of the format. Closing balance. Look at my cursor. Closing balance means what? Closing means at the
मैम
year
नेक्स्ट ईयर का
end.
ओपनिंग
Yes, next month ka opening.
ओपनिंग यस मैम
Yeah. So this closing will become next month ka opening. Therefore this arrow is made. Can you see this arrow?
यस मैम
First month ka opening will be given to you. Yeah. First month opening will be given to you. Second month opening, third month opening, fourth month opening will not be given to you. You will have to find it. Now, how will you find the second month ka opening? First month ka closing. First month's closing will be second month's opening. Are you following, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is the
Yes, ma'am.
format. This is the format. So second month's closing will become, see this line, go with my cursor. Second month's closing will become third month's opening. Third month's closing will become fourth month's opening, and so on. And so on. Okay, after opening, what you have to do? Opening cash balance means you have something in your hand. Suppose you have 40,000 in your hand. Suppose you have 40,000 in your hand, and now after 40,000, you got to earn something from your business incomes. Those cash balances which are earned are known as receipts. Receipts means incomes. What do you mean by receipts here?
Income.
Income.
Yes, incomes. So after opening balance, you will add incomes. Okay. Opening balance is suppose 40,000, and you got to earn some, I mean, a few incomes during the month, during the April month. So first month, I'm talking about first month. So suppose cash sales is your income. Collection from debtors से collect हुआ amount that is being collected from debtors is also your income. Income from investment. Suppose you have invested in shares and debentures of government company. So from that company, you are earning interest, dividend, etc. So that interest, dividend is your income. Income from investment. Okay. Next, any other cash receipt means any other income which is related to this. So will be put here. Okay. Suppose you have a factory which is rented out and you are earning rental income. So that is any other cash receipt. Okay. So suppose you have earned total incomes are 50,000. So 40,000 opening balance and 50,000 incomes. So total income will be A. Total incomes means total receipts. Here you will not consider incomes as incomes. You will write incomes as receipts and expenses as payments. What you will write incomes as? Incomes as
Receipt.
receipts and
Receipt.
expenses as
Receipts.
Payment.
expenses
Payment.
Very good. Very good. So receipts will be added in the opening balance and you will get A. A means the total of opening balance and all the receipts. Therefore, they say total receipts. Total receipts, that means A. Now you will make a block. You will make a block here. This is block. The The line will be drawn here and the line will be drawn here also. Look at my cursor. And here, this is known as block A. Block A. Block means a line above and a line below. And inside that block, you will write the total of opening balance and all the receipts. That will be known as total receipts. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
payments. Now second part is payment. First part is receipt. Second part is payments. Payments means for doing business, it's not just that you earn income every time. You will have to incur expenses also. Suppose there are laborers in your company, you have to pay wages. Yeah, you have so many employees in your company, you have to pay them salaries. Suppose you have directors in your company, you have to pay remuneration to them. Suppose you are purchasing raw materials, so you will have to pay to creditors. Are you getting my examples? You have factory, you have machines.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you run the machines all 24 hours a day. So electricity bill, power, gas, expenses will be there. Electricity bill, you have to pay electricity expenses, telephone expenses. Are you getting my examples? So
Yes,
these
ma'am.
all are the expenses that a person, a businessman has to incur. So a few expenses are written here as an example. Cash purchase, you are purchasing and paying them on the spot. Supplier means creditors for early credit purchase. That means you are purchasing, but you are going to pay it in the future. So those are your creditors. So to creditors, you may be paying after 2 months, after 3 months. So that is also your expense, no? So you will write your payments. And other cash expenses means electricity bill, maybe bonus given to employees, maybe wages given to laborers. These are other cash expenses that you have to incur. You will have to. There is no option. Okay. Repairing expenses, depreciation expenses. So these are the expenses that you have to incur. Okay, now you will get block B. Block B means a line here and line here will be drawn. And inside that box, you will write the total of all the expenses. Remember, the total of all the expenses only. I'm not taking this block A right now. Block A is the total of opening and all the receipts. Block B will be the total of expenses. And now the last thing which will be made is closing balance. This this is the thing that you have to find out. Closing balance. Now, how closing balance will be found out? How it will be done? Total receipts minus total payments. Suppose you had total receipts 90,000. In block A, you had 90,000 as your incomes and your expenses were 40,000. Your expenses were 40,000, block B. So A minus B means income minus expenses. So cash incomes, I earned cash through incomes 90,000 and I spent my cash through expenses 40,000. Cash is gone away. From 90, 40,000 is gone away. So at the end of the month on 30 April, on 30 April means closing balance. So from 90,000 incomes, 40,000 expenses were there. So how much is left in your hand at the end of the month? 50,000. So that 50,000 is known as closing balance for month 1. That same closing balance will be taken to the next day, 30 April. After 30 April, what is the next date?
1 May.
1st May. So, yes, the closing balance 50,000, which was for 30 April, will be counted as an opening balance for 1st May.
May.
1st May. Did you understand the format?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm giving you 2 minutes to revise the format. 2 minutes. Okay. So Now we have 15 minutes. Let us see if we can start with a sum. But it should be, I think, okay, we can do this. Yes. See, illustration number 1. Z Limited wishes to arrange an overdraft facility. It is overdraft facility. Okay. Z Limited wishes to arrange overdraft facility with its bankers during the period April to June. Now see, April to June, they are asking you to make April to June, April, May, June, only 3 months of a particular year when it will be manufacturing mainly for stock. Overdraft facility means if you are facing a shortage of funds, then bank will give you overdraft facility. Okay, that is known as overdraft. Bank will give you short-term loan for that period. That is known as overdraft facility. Prepare cash budget for the above period. Above period means April to June. From the following data indicating the extent of bank facilities the company will require at the end of each month. Now see, February, the information is not given from April to June. The information is given from February to June. Now, why is this so? You will understand slowly and gradually. We will start with the solution part and you will understand. Don't worry. What is the information given? Sales means income, purchase means expenses, wages means expenses. So total 1 income and 2 expenses are given. Okay. What is the second adjustment? 50% of credit sales. Listen very, very, very carefully. 50% of credit sales are realized in the month. That means sales is 1,80,000 suppose. So 1 lakh out of 1,80,000, 50% is credit sales. First of all. Okay. Now let us see. 50% of the, whatever will be the credit sales, out of that 50% will be taken in the month following, are realized in the month following the sales. Realized means the amount that we got after sales, the amount that we got will be in the month of, the amount that we will get will be in the month following the sales. That means following means next month. What do you mean by following? Following means next month. Suppose if the sales is done in February, so how much you will receive in the 50% will be received in March. Suppose, 1 month later. Okay. Following means next month. Suppose you have made sales in March. So 50% amount will be received in April. Yeah. And remaining sales in the second month following. Second month following means February, leave March, then April. February's second month means April. February, March, April. So for February, what is the second month following? April. For March, what is the second month following?
May.
For April, what is the second month following?
June.
Yes. That means you have to leave 1 month. Suppose you have done sales in February. So February, March. That means second month will be April. For March, it will be March, April. Second month means May. So for March, it will be May. For April, it will be June, and so on. Is everybody understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone? Yes, everyone, at least show thumbs up. Show me some sign. एक ही reply कर रहा होता है class में. समझ में आया सबको? Is it clear, everybody?
Ma'am, repeat.
Okay, I will repeat. See, if they say following month means next month. Immediately next month. February ka following month, March. March following month, April. April following month, May. May following month, June.
April.
Yeah. So this is 1 month following.
Yes.
This is also known as 1 month following. 1 month means February. 1 month following March. March 1 month following April. April 1 month. 1 month following means next month. But if they say second month following, then you have to take next on next. You will not take next. You will take next on next. February's second month will be April, not March. Second, no. So take February and then March. Leave 2 months and then April. They say after 2 months. Second month following. Following means after. Second month following means 2 months later. So February's second month will be April.
Yes,
Abhi
ma'am.
samjha?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure, Kiran?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Or Swati, Qureshi, Preeti, Suruchi, Shivam, Abhishek, Mahima, Ashwati. You guys are not answering me. You need to answer out. Did you understand? Everybody is understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Shifa?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anu, Kiran, Vishal,
Yes.
Rihan, Kajal. Come on, give me answers. Did you understand? Because this is very, very important. If you don't understand this, we will not be able to skip to the next point. I mean, we will not be able to shift to the next point. Everybody is understanding? Okay, if I ask you,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, if I ask you 3 months following. So for February, which is third month following?
May.
May.
Very good, very good, very good. For March, which is third month following?
July.
No,
Sorry,
no,
June.
no, June. You have to
June.
Yes,
count.
ma'am.
See, you have to
June.
count from March. March, April, May. Leave 3 months and then June. For March, third
Yes,
month
ma'am.
following is June, na?
June.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
June.
Okay, for January, which is third month following?
April.
April. April
April.
is the correct answer. January, February, March. So you have to take April. Okay. Likewise, if I ask you second month following for February, which is second month?
April.
April. Okay.
April.
For which is second month following for March?
May.
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 Very good. Okay. Which is second month following for September?
November.
November.
September, October, and then November. So November is the correct answer. Okay. What is the 1 month following of February?
March.
March.
1 month following means immediately next month. Immediately. After February, we have March. So correct answers. Very good. I'm looking at chat box also. Very good. Okay. And what is 1 month following of July?
August.
Okay.
August.
What is fourth month following of September?
January.
Ma'am, January.
January.
Jan.
What is the second month following of January?
March.
Yes.
March.
So this is the quick answer. Very good. Good job. Anyways, I think I will not be able to, I have started reading the question, but we will not be able to complete our solution part because this is 12:45 on the clock already and I have another lecture.